All right, guys. So, as you'll see, we already had some people coming up to us giving their $1 founding members holding fee. But let's get inside so we can get this back day going because we already getting in here late and we still got a lot of stuff to do today. So let's go ahead and get this back day. I said, "Oh, y'all ready?" I know I am. It's about to be awkward in here. Not really, not for me. All right, let's see. There you go. It feels so good in here. Hey, how you doing? Doing good. A little hot. What's up, man? How you doing, bub? People funny though, 'cause I'm like, we got 3 memberships. We had. I know we ain't got many priorities, but like, it ain't expensive to have a gym membership. What's up, dudes? at the housework. Straight line. It's been real. That's how it is. My truck. Literally, Monday was Sunday. We got back from Benton, Louisiana. As soon as I parked, that like tire started smoking. Brake calipers and brake. Quick little file.
Get from? Get from?
Nah, 'cause I just got them done last year. But I was like, they should have done all that.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah,
But then it happened last year in the front, and that was like 15
they got so hot, it seized up. They melted the wire into the ABS system. But like it made it even worse because I brought it up there, told them to call me how much it is. They never called me. They fixed it.
Oh, and then what to that's how they do.
I never went back
That's
since.
how they do. And then buy the highest parts.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, I would think it was $4,000. They gonna have somebody come change it for free. I'm gonna just get some training and be but they go, they were saying, well,
Right, still.
I was like,
It's the front.
you gotta put out $6,000 this morning. So then my savings right here.
Every time you start looking good. Pop up.
It's all good though. It'll come back.
That's how I get
I had about $30 to save.
that shit.
This is an investment.
I'll be money too.
That's why I'm like, I hope it ain't no bust.
Planting them seeds.
Yeah. Still work out.
Wow. I had to get in my head all this shit programmed into this world. Once you get out of that shit, like, it's just like the season. You'll go through that hard time.
It's always gonna have bad times till we die. What we gonna do in the midst of the chaos? You can't just sit there.
Over that shit.
No, hell no. I see why some people want to off themselves. Life be hard sometimes, bro. Right now we're just busting out our warm-up sets. Like I said earlier, we try to knock this out pretty quick because you got to go offload all that equipment back in the truck. Awesome news, we got a couple more people signed up through the founder members slot. So again, make sure you hit us back. If you leave us on red, you will get X'd off the founder members spots, and you will be replaced with somebody else that wants that cheap price point. So don't sleep on us. Don't sleep on that price point because when you see what the regular prices are, you're gonna wish you paid that $1 to hold that spot. And again, we're not opening for another 2+ months, so you guys have plenty of time to save for that first month on the membership. We don't have any initial payments other than the first month when you sign up. So some places have some type of charge plus the first month and the last month. So you literally have almost 90 days to save less than $1 a day to pay for your first month. So if you can't afford it, you just don't want it that bad. that shit on. I'm not doing that shit. Let's get closer. Send that back. Just throw it in the trunk. I don't even care which one. Smiley. Top set. So narrowing down to one of the last because once I get all the equipment in our building, I'm gonna set it up just good enough to be able to get our workouts in there while we put in the time to start setting everything. Got to paint all the walls. I'm trying to keep the talking so minimal today. Get straight to the prompt and have get to the building and I'll show you guys around and see what the freeze around here. That place is officially needed. About to rock into this top set right here. So take a little breather and we'll get into it. Don't worry about it, so you work out. Don't feel too bad right there, my boy. I don't even know what the little hat club is. All right, for back up, we're gonna have 12 to 15 reps on that one. So take my 2-minute break, 30 seconds in right now, and we'll get into it after that. All right, on to the next one. We're about to go do some machine rows. We got 3 sets of 6 to 10. Got a 2-minute break in between. All right, we got 1 more minute of a break. And then we're gonna pop into set number 2. Not set number 2, but exercise number 2. So We ready to get it in, baby. What's up, boss? How y'all doing? Hey.
But you grabbed the camera now.
I said I won't no talk. Set one done. 2 more to go. vice versa. Sometimes it's how it is with judges. You gotta make sure you send the right judges in there. A little bit big guys too, like they said my arms are kind of big. Very critique, kind of a dumb critique to have. But my arms are bigger than some guys that have really, really small. So big model of bigger. But like dumb, like the head judges of bodybuilding. So we get a lot of it. But then there's some of the young people who They accomplished everything I've been there.
I don't like doing reviews or anything or being public, but this place is lucky that there's like a group of stuff going on. This leg machine's gonna break before somebody
I
does
just told that to somebody earlier.
And this chick who runs this place doesn't do it at all.
There ain't no way I should be able to afford to have 2 or 3 of every single of these pieces of equipment, and they got 2,500 guys.
The owners over here, too, the manager don't care. This girl's too young. I don't know if you remember that. I never knew his name, but there was a guy who was manager of this place before. He's been bouncing around from gym to gym. He's got gray hair, and like he was manager when this place first opened.
You don't remember his name?
No. But
I feel like I know who you were talking about. Somebody mentioned
like
the guy.
he's like an older fella,
Yeah.
you know, still fit. When he was here, about a book. You put your plates back, stop cutting up the benches. If I catch you messing up with these machines, I'm kicking you out and throwing you on your butt.
That's how it's got to be, though. Especially now, like I'm not trying to be a dick, but
no.
this equipment's too expensive to get broken and fixed. Yeah. Heck yeah. And we ain't asking for much. Just take care of the stuff.
It's what I saw
like,
one post that
usually,
you made about it. You know, it's like
she got kicked out of a daycare because like her and other kids were like fighting over stuff. It was like,
Oh, yeah.
and it was the same thing that you put on there. It's like washing your hands when you go to the bathroom. These are things you shouldn't have to say.
Dude, yeah. Like,
I
I can't stand seeing somebody come to the bathroom without washing their hands. Like, that really bothers me. It's like, I started telling people before I let it slide, but
I tried to have kids in the turf one day.
last year,
and they were like, hey,
there's
she can't
a
be sitting
dude
here.
at
And I'm like,
Club
she's
4.
literally by
He
that
just
hole
took
right there next to the bench.
I know, and he just walked right out. So
Walked straight out.
I was
So
like, there's no way she's gonna get hurt.
I just let him go, but he was at the water fountain right outside the door, and I
They were
said,
like, she has to be behind the
hey man, are you done working out? And he looked at me, he's like, no, I'm just getting there. I said, well, hey, will you please go wash your hands? I said, you just took a shit. And now you about to go touch all this freaking equipment. I said, dude, that is disgusting.
I'm gonna have my hands on the bars, same as she touched.
Whenever I bring them on like a Saturday,
But who
I'm
does
like,
that?
need to sit
You
here
know what I'm
and
saying? I
eat
ain't never
something
just
good.
washed my hands, especially in public. Like, when I was at home, maybe, yeah, because if I'm peeing, I don't touch my shit. You know what I'm saying? I pull this down to the side. I might not, but if I'm in public, though, yeah. But like, you got sweaty and
You know,
you probably got a little bit on like residue on your finger or something. Like, I thought the core members are gonna be like huge for it because just like Maddie told somebody the other day, because like somebody said that somebody was slamming weights and he ended up knowing the kid, so he told him something. I was like, that's what I want y'all to do here. Everybody hold everybody accountable. It ain't just mine, it's all of our shit. We want our stuff to be nice and kept up. I don't care whose it is. I'm gonna tell somebody, hey, stop doing that because I love that leg extension. Especially here, it's like this is the only one we got. So you're gonna F it up and you're gonna screw it up for all of us. You
It's
know?
like what is that? The kids coming around
I'm
here,
not like,
I used to
okay, I'm
see
not
them,
gonna
they try doing bicep curls. Like,
On the leg extension?
yeah, they grab leg extension and do like rows or whatever. It's like, what are you being taught this nonsense?
Right.
There's one girl who comes in the mornings. I don't say nothing because she kind of she's not like gone, but like you kind of tell.
She ain't all
Yeah, she let it go. She don't really load it up or nothing anyway. But she'll go to that leg extension, throw on like a 25-pound plate, grab the underside of the pad, and just start rolling.
Really?
And I'm like, where does your mind even go to come up with this kind of idea? I just don't get it.
See, it's kind of bad though, but it's like, that's how you know they don't have enough stuff to where it's like you're trying to improvise on something that's not even meant for that exercise.
And you don't even need to, because in the mornings there's hardly anybody here to need to go and try to come up with some, oh, well, he's using this row machine, let me try to come up with something else. No, there's nobody here.
Always validated.
Yeah.
It's a package that but again, that's why I wanted to make sure I had a couple of these that way. Alright guys, yeah, I said I had 17.
There is, I thought about it today, because, you know, I've been trying to, like, on and off, go like a wellness center in college. They've got, I don't know what brand it is, if you want, I can send you a picture, see what it looks like. It's this old, 18th century, right? Yeah, it's machine. Yeah. Every time I get on that thing, dude, it's from the top half all the way up to my front depth, and it's just blown up. I feel nothing out of it. Like that, if I was over there, that don't do it. That's a little crazy. Yeah. And I mean, it could. The only thing that'd be nicer about it, it's small size, you might almost do a full stack on that day. So yeah, people could do it real easy. If there's something similar, you might have already found it. There's only like 1 or 2 pillars on there. That's like nice. And I know you're going for all the old antique stuff too, all the old school around the Coleman style stuff. I think one of mine is similar to mine.
Yeah, he's like, this is really what you're looking for.
I don't know if it's but regardless, you feel it because it's called
Yeah.
In that, it's like, like longevity of like pieces and like, you know, and then like the legs and then we do get that. But like that's broken. Yeah, it's like somebody tried to sitting there once supposed to be able to lower it to the ground to be able to
Like I said, there was
well, that's not what they did. If somebody did that, it's like now the weights are not counterbalancing.
that's a nasty tricep. It can be, yeah, depending on your jaw.
So it's like this. Bring it in, and you stay up. So it's just so this is more so for triceps to stay up.
Yeah.
When you bring it out and you lean forward, it puts that on our chest. But that's how my machine is. When you sit down, you can flip these in or you can flip it out. Like one day I was in there cleaning. I was exhausted, man.
Wide open, yeah.
I can't just see my I know I'm tired, but that shit's heavy. So like, I put the thing on, like, I don't know. There's just a mind muscle connection on like, burn, like, back and back.
So I mean, like, with all this, it's just like really close. Like the last like year and a half, you're about so close. Like, and then like people have done all and it's just like placing your change.
She's one bully and then the arm like that.
She
A
doesn't
little black piece that.
She goes with me. She goes with him.
I'm excited. I'm ready to just like use everything. That's like chest 42 things like that.
Oh, nice.
We got the chest supported one. We technically had two, but one was a Titan. But then there's another one where it's kind of like that one where you step up on that little thing. You just stick it up and do it from that point. But it's got multiple hinges.
Right.
It was custom made too. So
Like, you know, it's one of those things like when you make that much money, you still live.
just take that another, so we're like 2 feet inside, we'll have to pick up.
Tell everybody like this is how it is. Money drugs.
I think people are really like I said, it's gonna be pretty basic. Just take them along around, just gonna take them to
Black and red, black and red,
what you want. Yeah. It's like, I don't want TVs. I don't want distractions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will have a TV like for kids in it. Because like, it's really like the gym. Bring your kids at their own risk. Let their asses sit inside. Maybe, you know. I don't care. I don't want.
I would have one of those.
Keeping somebody from coming to the gym. Yeah. Somebody said that. Somebody told me.
Kinsley got kicked out of daycare. Like, it's been almost a year now, and I haven't been able to come work out because they won't let me to bring her to sit on the grass. But I can't let her sit by the door because if somebody's gonna come take her, or she might run out.
See,
And it's like,
which I kind of understand, but I say I'm going to lose you. You know.
yeah. I usually see her right there where that pole is by the bench.
Yeah.
And like you can't even see her. She's out of the way. She like gets up and she needs.
Well, because Nova Athletics never had a kids club. They just had that little chair and Python and a TV right there.
Yeah.
They just
It's
brought
like,
their
all right,
kids
hang out
over
right
here.
here. Don't leave the circle.
So that's kind of how I want it. I want it to be a family environment. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody should really care. Said I'm canceling. Right, yeah.
Curate something.
Nah, dude, I need to figure out. I mean, I might just throw on a random Pandora station, like a hip hop one or like a, I don't know, something. Just I might switch it every so often.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if you need like songs just locally instead of having to worry about a subscription based or anything like that, I can hook you up. Don't worry about it.
All right, bet. He said that'll be easy, But that's our biggest thing, yeah. Like that's why I tell people, like I don't want people to be able to complain about music or the equipment. And outside of that, I don't care if you complain we don't have a tan in bed yet, or if we don't have a song, we ain't got a shower.
They literally have like what is it? The over by like observation there's a tanning place.
Oh, right,
Home
yeah.
Beach, just like go get your own.
They're coming to give us.
I don't trust them to clean it. I use a men's shower. I know they don't clean that stuff.
Well, there is actually in the very back I seen today. There's a third bathroom. There is a shower part where I could put a pan and do a little shower, so we could have one unisex shower area.
You got good friends
I'm telling you,
So that'll be something that we'll end up getting in the future.
oh, man, I hadn't seen one.
Yeah, I know.
Did it?
You've been all over the place. I feel like you and I both been all over the place.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's all coming together, huh? Let's go. I know you're ready for it to just be a reality, huh? I was like, dude, we finally signed the lease for our building, and I'm like, man, it's finally almost here. You know, all these years of dreaming, and it's like, dang, it ain't no dream no more. Yeah, hell yeah. So I'm ready to see all the equipment up in here and everybody just grinding, you know, like, just a different environment. That's what your dad was saying, yeah. Right, no. Nobody does. And it ain't nothing against it, but it's like, they don't reinvest back into it and have,
I probably get a break for this.
bro, them things was broke for a couple months.
Oh, no,
And
I've
then-
been in here, and every time I come in here, it's been broke.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was back not last week, but then it broke again.
Oh, no, I was in here when they put the
Oh,
sign back
really?
on. Yeah.
But it's like, he makes a lot of money to never buy new equipment.
New stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can only fix something so much.
Took the rope out there, and they're taking stuff away. Took all the boxes away.
I never realized that till you just said that. That's right, huh?
Dad was in here when it happened.
For real?
I feel like I heard about that.
Somebody fell off the rope. I forgot they even had it. It's been a while then,
This
huh?
was like 8-10 months ago.
Yeah. I can see it. Yeah.
So he was
Probably upside down.
his girlfriend, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, like he's kind of like showing off his girlfriend.
That definitely.
So he gets to the top, and his girlfriend's sitting at the bottom, and he's kind of like celebrating or whatever, and she's like, oh yeah, hold on, and grabs her rope, starts shaking it, and he fell.
All the way from the top.
And hit the ground. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, you think he's all right? And his girlfriend's like, I don't know. And I was like, good, let's go.
Dude, what the frick?
It's like I didn't see nothing.
I'm assuming he lived.
That's a pretty high fall.
I mean, he was only like 135 pounds.
He
But,
probably felt that.
oh man. Oh, it was like, it was like, when she started
I was
shaking,
not
I was like,
expecting that.
because I was over, because, you know,
Why
actually,
did you do
when I
that?
come in late at night, she has that little ab section.
Oh, yeah.
I happened to walk up here and was like checking.
And that's what it happened.
Keeping his girlfriend in there. So I'm wear headphones when I've got her, so
Right.
so I hear them in there. I turn around and she's like, hold on, and I looked and I was like, and she grabs her up and I'm like, wait, and she's like, and then he's like, ah, and boom, and I was like, oh.
People don't realize that's how somebody can get killed just joking around. Oh my God. It's because like last year I seen a video of a girl, they were on a roof at their friend's house, and a girl pushed her off the roof, and luckily she landed in the pool. But like she almost caught the edge. Yeah. I'm like, what friend does that? I would never push my buddy off of a roof joking around. No, hell no. Like we fighting after I get my win back, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Jesus, people are wild.
What's up, dog?
Doing all right?
Yeah, man.
Signing at least today, baby.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
Fired up. That's a good location.
Dude, yeah. And it's so much bigger now looking in there because they took all the lanes out for us in the big bar area. So much more space.
Like last time I was in that building was probably when it was like Johnson Station.
I know the last time I was in there, what was it Red Zone or something? Yeah, it's been a long time. End zone, yeah. It's like, and I even think they had more. Like, they didn't even have as much stuff then.
10 years ago.
But yes, I mean it's 5,000 square foot.
Yeah, that's
plenty enough space.
I remember. Do they still have like an area in like the very back that was like
with the bay door?
Like a wall separating it with like a little doorway.
Yeah. So you got. So I was gonna make. I'm gonna open that door up.
Open that up, you got even more space.
So we plan on making that like the squat area, lower body kind of area. Do like the squat racks, deadlift platforms, the hack squats, leg presses and stuff. And then behind that one, there's another room, and it's probably about the width of this turf, and probably from here to the end of it. But it's got a bay door at the end. So we're thinking about turfing it out, making like a functional type of area. But like, yeah, it's a lot of space. We got a lot of freaking equipment, man. Like, I didn't realize how much stuff we had. Like, all that stuff on my trailer, somebody gave it to me for free yesterday. 8 pieces.
Crazy how the universe just...
Dude, I'm telling you. And then, like, I still got 17 pieces to pick up. Like, we legit probably got about 80 things to put in there, if not more. And that's not even including cardio.
That's so dope.
So, like, now we got 3 row machines.
I'm excited, man.
Man, I'm so stoked. Dude, it just got fixed, though. I seen you was there. That's why you did that? I was like, dang, he kept his membership over there. That's low-key fire.
Yeah, Jacob Guthrie, he's got that
Barbershop? Yeah.
Well, Edgar gave him like a key because I guess sometimes he locks himself out.
Oh, really?
So like freaking Jacob was just like, bro.
That's so cool.
Well, dude, yeah. I mean, dude, the vibe in there is great, but it's like $50 a month for a single. I'm like, come on, man.
I can see if they had a lot of stuff.
Maybe like new stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because the only time he's got new stuff was from his boxing. He got those couple things in there, but outside of that, even plates. You can't have a couple strong people in there working out together because somebody's going to be screwed out of.
Yeah, I was sure. Yeah, I would say the improvements in me.
He's got some stuff. He just needs more. It's like it's a packed room. That's my biggest goal is not have to put it in my
I'm on this show.
I'm like, fuck, if I know I need to hit this road machine of this specific event, I'm like, I can only wait so long until I can hit it.
I was thinking about maybe my next tomorrow I got that. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing legs yesterday when I was gone. I was like, I would just do 3 sets.
I was constantly buying water to a certain point.
And then they didn't have it.
Certain stuff like
And it was like in the middle of like my run, I was like walking to work, right? And it was like I depended on that water just to like keep me full too.
That's exactly what it is. We ain't got to worry about that. Something that's not
I don't even, yeah.
If y'all get into needing stuff like security cameras and network stuff and things set up, just give me a call and I can help y'all out with anything.
also
Okay.
get X amount of money coming in. Something freaking cancels out. That'd be like, hey, yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
It's all about accountability. I mean,
Right now, I'm pretty much developed in one group, but I'm pretty much more or less the same. I've been like, I'm definitely right. Because I was like, all right, I got to go to the spot, and I was like, so I'm eating like a sweet potato, like, I'll cook some red potatoes and do like 100 for that. But other than that, just play around with it.
Whatever y'all want, just shoot me an email with stuff, and I can initially whatever y'all bag.
Until fall. But, I don't know. It's a, right. Well, that's why I like either half of those sweet potato or dinner, but other than that, like really just the same thing. I knew my main thing was I wanted to start because that's always I 3 months of it, I was like, dude, I dropped 3.5 pounds. I was yeah, so I felt that was my thing. Especially when I do keep my face so tight as possible. You know what I mean? Live like, you know, live a live. Like every 3 weeks, man, like a freaking bird. Right, yeah. I was like, what am I living for? Honestly,
Michael, I gave us his card. He does like computers, so like he's talking about the software, for like security cameras or whatever.
they can do all that.
He does that, yeah. So I was talking to him, I was like, we have like 1,000,001 softwares, we don't know what the heck to go to. And he was like, he can help us. He said just shoot him an email and he can help us do whatever.
Oh yeah, I want to be able to
Finish up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna get Josh a deal. Subscribe to see real bit.
So you do software stuff?
I would say this: I can dabble and get my way around software. That kind of stuff takes me a little bit longer. Most of what I do is a lot of like tech work, desktop tech, so I can run cable. I can help you figure out stuff like routers, firewalls, things like that. I can help you set up security cameras. She was mentioning that the building already had a subscription-based security camera stuff. If you wanted to get away from that, you could look at other options where it's just like standalone fees and you can either do like a cloud service type of backup for all your stuff, or we can just do local with memory cards, with whatever you felt like doing.
Honestly, right now I'm trying to do the cheapest way possible.
Yeah.
Like, some of the stuff that I've heard is like,
It all depends.
honestly, somebody that's body doctor in New Orleans, he's got a clue. It was a dress code.
Right.
Remember. And that's how I'm trying to do it in the sense of like say, y'all are gonna know familiar faces. So if you see somebody bringing somebody else in, I want you to be called, hey, God.
Yeah.
Somebody just lets X, Y, Z in, or if I click on there. Like, I don't want to have to be micromanaged. I want to be able to trust everybody.
Yeah, right.
And have like that type of environment. Like, I seen this one movie that I shot GPT. It holds 500 separate codes. It's like I could literally just get each individual person that code, and then, like you said, have a Ring doorbell. That way you can see what faces are coming in. So the biggest thing is kind of just having at least software for the membership aspect. I want it to just be like recurring instead of having it. Because like some of them, they said like it won't let you know unless you pull their number from their card, and you have to pull it up, and it will show them if their account balance or their card balance. Like they'd still be able to sign to come in even if it didn't go through.
One thing you're probably just going to want to have to accept is that there's only so much that you can do. Outside of spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on something where it's one person at a time to go through a room and they go through a facial ID or some kind of biometric reader to get them through. Even with this place, it's still going to run into the issue of you got the QR code that it cycles through about every 30 seconds. It generates a new one. I can still let you in with me. Once the door's unlocked, the door's unlocked. It's not.
That's why I'm not trying to be too crazy.
it's going to happen, but that's the importance of security cameras.
Right, yeah. That way we go back and check and see.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
too, I want members to be kind of on it. Like, I want people to feel like, hey, especially the core people, like, this is our place. So let's everybody hold it accountable.
And even like if somebody were to let somebody in and be like, hey, this is the guest room because we're planning on having a cash box or like a Venmo just to pay for the guest room.
Yeah.
Just so you
And there's at the college we use a transcendent camera system that it holds everything on our own local servers, and it runs through on a loop cycle. So once data gets too old, then it'll just rewrite over that data periodic. I think it'll last like 30 days. That's how long you get out of it.
That's plenty enough if something
And,
happens.
yeah, and you can log into the dashboard of it, and it'll show you, activity. It'll show you the times of activity, so that way you don't have to go and always watch. You go through my routines, checking, midnight to whenever. You can just see that it picked up something. Yeah. So, we could always look at options like that and just go from there. Okay. You guys are y'all are gonna line up one that has kind of a donut because you're gonna have clients, you're gonna have people that want to sign up and stuff like that, and that's about the only way you can do it. Unless you're gonna outsource it to somebody else, a lot of people pay them the fee for things. Yeah.
I don't know if it's like pay for certain things, but like
Entry fee, you can't avoid it. Entry fee is gonna cost you, a good chunk of money. I can't tell you exactly because I have to look into it first to be able to really tell you for sure. But I can't promise you entry is gonna be a chunk of money. But lifespan of it, especially if you start it right, is gonna be depends on that. It's all about how you start. You can go buy something very cheap if you want to, but expect to replace it within 6 months. You have to spend that money all over again. You probably need more money because you're going to want to get the good stuff after.
I know everything's just gonna be. I know. Tight as a butt.
I get that. Trust me, I get that.
Some days I will go the minimum thing we can do, but once obviously money's rolling, we can pop this and allocate that to
That's what I told them. Just send me my email on that card. Just whatever you think about doing, whatever it is you want to do, start off. Just send me an email.
It's another day that just makes me feel like people be like, well, and stuff now. I just do, they already gave us like a Bulgarian split stand to be able to see it instead of having these events or something. I had sent it to him because I asked him to go make it. He never made me back, and then I seen him the next day. He's like, yeah, that thing I already made it for you. Then he made Clemson for you too. So I had like 5 or 6 minutes.
He's like, oh, surprise.
Yeah, I said, dude, you didn't even let me know. He's like, I forgot to text you. I said, all right.
Yeah, people don't expect the camera to be a nerd.
No.
I can't touch my feet though. Just can't with my feet so bad. I can't do bench press. Also some good. Usually dumbbells. It smells like
All right, we got one more set of these. I'm excited. No side.
Whenever I binge,
It's always the hardest part of the workout. Besides getting here, trying to take off that. We're really gonna be sweating at our gym. One AC unit going. It's really gonna be a mini split. You want a cold gym? Don't come to fitness.
dip it down so far. Now.
Oh, okay, sweet. I don't even know who that is. All right, right full time. Let's get these gains. that. Probably one warm up, and then I'm gonna do a top set. And I appreciate that, man, dog. Me too, man. It's coming soon.
I heard you was brandishing some guns over here. Loaded too.
Hey,
Ready to fire.
always ready to fire.
That's right. That's right.
That's the last of the warm-up sets. I've been going to 6 weights prior to the shows. I'm just at 5 right now. Again, no sets. We're just trying to dial in that condition. Trying to just be as pure as possible. Trying not to hurt ourselves. So.
All right, so top set time, and then we'll have a one back off set after. All right, it's the last set. Well, first top set and only top set. Let's see how this feels. This way is because this bar keeps flip back for this moment. We depleted today, boy. Ain't much veins popping today. Let's go ahead and let's out the back off set. Re-enter the sky for my last rap. Okay. That's when you know you're doing your film right, when you're scraping the chins and stuff. This time I'm gonna do it facing the right way because I'm getting tired of that bar trying to flip back on it. So let's get this last set and we're going to some hyperextension with probably a shrug. set. And we'll move on to the next. All right, like I said, hyper extensions now, and then probably going to superset it with some type of shrug. We're going to see. We got
How many weeks you got till next week?
next week.
It's 11 days.
Where's that one in Texas? Oh, probably be.
One of the bigger guys over there for sure. But I know this judge as well. He judged me 3 times last year and I got 3rd, so I know he likes our physique. Yeah, so I tell everybody, I was like, some people look at it as bad, but I was like, you can't do that with bodybuilding. It doesn't mean you weren't good enough. I said, it's just, you weren't the flavor we wanted that day, you know? Because literally, my buddy had to remind me, because he got like 13
It's not black
plays.
and white.
No.
It's a gray.
Yeah. He got 13 plays at his first show last year, like of the season. Then he got like 10th. Then he got 1st. Qualified for the O. This other dude in Dubai last weekend, or the weekend before, he got 2nd call up. Like, I got this show. This weekend, he just won 1st place. So you go from 15th place to 1st.
Matter of the personnel.
Yeah, the judging panel, the people you're standing next to. Like they said, I look too big, but it's just because the guys got up to beat. You're just
The
that
guys are
much
20
smaller.
pounds lighter than you're gonna look.
Yeah, and then really my
You're-
arms,
When you're down to that 2-3% body fat, 20 pounds,
it's a big difference.
ridiculous.
Yeah, so I think we'll have a lot better shot at this one. We're starting to pick up too, so I might be able to. And I hate to see me only do 2 shows and this close, you know, so I'm trying to pick up as much side work as I can to still be able to do the gym and compete. If I just get to Olympia, it's going to just help.
I talked to Travis yesterday, man. Like, I'm going, he's going to see his dad or something this weekend. He was looking at me.
He lives in Austin, huh? Somewhere that way?
Somewhere over there.
Yeah.
But he called me and he's like, man, I got this stuff like some grab that I put in the shower. I was like real nervous. I'm like, what are you doing now? I'm not careful to break the shower thing. So he called me. Dude, I have to get in this. I really don't want to do it without you. I said, how do you do it? You owe me $300. I was there $33 grand. It was like 15 years. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if you'll do it someday. Sometime someday or something. But he was telling me he quit calling me for a while because he knew I was bitching at him. But he's like, man, when I get back, I really need help with the showers. And I think I'm going to talk to him. Because when we all go, the way we work it, Travis and I work it, like when we go, I'll do probably 85% of the work. But if 3 of us go, like I'm real cool with it. Like I'm just like, look, if it's a $2,800 day, we all split it. And like me and Travis went one day, just me and him, literally did 4 hours worth of work and split like $1,200. Because that guy, that Travis, like he wants me to come work for him. So he told Travis me and my wife, it didn't matter how much. I went up there and did a shower. No, I went up there and did a shower for him. And the guy, the contractor called and said, who did this shower? And the guy said, well, I'm just looking at it. I only want him. He's like, have y'all done showers for him or nothing like this? So he told me to name my price. So when I go, we get done at the end of the day. I give Travis a sheet, a base sheet, and tell him to give it to me. And I detail everything for the guy. And then I make some deductions just because like I feel bad sometimes. And so I just say, hey, this is what it should cost you. And then I'll knock like $400 or $500 off. And I'll say, but I'm gonna give you 5 years off. And then the dude, like, Travis Hansen still got it, the guy just writes a check. Doesn't even, just looks at it. But Travis tells us, like, dude, when I hand in my pay sheets for grand, dude, nickel and dime for the day.
Really?
So, like, when we're done, I just jot everything down.
Yeah.
Show them what it would be.
Right.
And I give them some discounts for.
Just whatever.
Yeah, because, like, this dude, they were talking about doing, like, standard alcoves with tough surrounds, like 5 feet tall.
Right.
And his guys were taking, like, 5-6 hours to do surrounds.
Yeah.
I do it in 45 minutes. Like, legit 45 minutes. So
That's
it's
crazy.
hard for me to go there and charge a guy $400.
Yeah. When you know you're
So
doing it that
when I
quick.
go in, I get my price sheet of what
It could be.
it could be.
Right.
And then I say, okay, well, I was only here. So
That's
I'm
good
not-
though. That's how you know you're gonna get consistent work from him too, and it's still a win-win for freaking you
'cause I
too.
still charge, like, I charge him 4 times what I'm making.
Right? Yeah.
I'm going on the weekend.
Right. Hell yeah.
And then, but
It's gotta be worth it for
and, like,
missing
I
out
split
time
it.
between a couple
I
people.
just split it up.
Right.
Like, I don't sit there and say, okay, you're my helper. It's like my standard helper, I pay him $120 a day.
Right. Yeah.
But, like, man, if 3 of us go down on Sunday, we'll do $2,400 worth of
Yeah.
pay sheet.
It's pretty
probably
good.
$3,000, but I'd usually knock it down to about 24.
Right.
We go for a day and make $800.
Yeah.
I'm not
Who's
gonna-
complaining
I'm
about
not-
that?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna knock him a few $100 off.
Right. Yeah.
Because it'd be the same thing where I go and do it here.
Uh-huh.
My share would be $250, $300.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
So it's still
just-
a win.
Yeah.
Which is like some people they had hit me up the other day, Monday. Lady that sent me, it looked like people punched 2 holes in the walls, and she was like, "Can you come fix these patches or patch ups and stuff?" I was like, "Yeah, just send me pictures. I'll give you a quote." Normally, like my daily charge is like $350 to just come out. It's like $200 for me, $150 for her, and I was like, "Yeah, just send it to me." And literally, the dude just needed to do another skin coat, pretty much. So I was like, "Look, I normally charge $350. I'll do it for $225 for you." Went in there in an hour and a half and knocked it out. And I was like, I felt bad, like if I charged any more than that. My dad was like, "Well, don't feel bad necessarily because it's something that they can't do." I was like, "Yeah, but say if I did do it too high and I'm sitting at home, then I miss out on a couple $100.
Not
You know what I'm
only that,
saying?"
She can call you again.
Right. Yes.
And
Exactly.
that's why, like, when I do that guy's work, like, I charge him now.
Right.
Like, I charge him more than what those guys charge.
Right.
10 times better product.
Yeah. And that's all that matters at the end of the day.
But I also show him, hey, I'm being fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this off.
Right.
And I'll talk to Travis like, look, man. I'm
Like, what are you thinking?
What do you think?
Yeah.
Travis like, man, I don't care.
Right.
Because literally, like, when we go, I measure, I lay out, I cut. I
So he pretty much just lays it
I
in.
silicone it. I do all that. And, like, Travis would just help me put stuff on the horses and take it off. Like,
I'm gonna tell him. Yeah, I told him the other day. I was like, "Hey man, I need some work." Like literally the last couple months, I probably worked a week, but it's still spending.
well,
You know.
we got a bunch of showers coming up. And all
Okay.
if I'm doing, they got me done on the weekend.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going here. I don't make as much as I can work.
But it's consistent.
But every day I've been gone,
Yeah.
they pay me.
Really.
If I work, they pay me. If I don't work, they pay me. No matter, I get paid 24/7 no matter what I'm doing.
That's so clutch.
So I'm not like,
I need that. Right. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
so, like,
dog.
during the season, and during the play, I just give them the schedule. and
Yeah.
just
Clear
push
you.
everything off. They literally
Frick,
call us
yeah.
and say, look, you can't come today.
Sorry about it.
Sorry. Customers are cool though.
Right. Yeah.
80% of
Okay.
so those contractors know.
That you gonna get it done right.
Get it done, and they're like, okay, just let us know when it's time.
Right.
Tell
Yeah.
anybody else to do it.
No. Yeah.
Because I'll tell you this is some, I'll show you pictures and stuff this guy did.
I'm gonna say something real quick.
Redo the shower for these people. Look what this guy did. That's the top of the trim of the shower, and that's all his panels are, and so he just cut around it. Like, that's kind of what people out there do. That's why,
Who would look at that and be like, yeah, that looks good? Obviously, then. That's the type of stuff I can't stand about. This is the thing I want to do. Is I always take one more coat of skin to do it right. Now you got somebody that ain't
never gonna call you back.
Well, this is some of the.
Then he charged them more than what I charged. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, dude, there's some shysters out there. Let's see.
I just had to get the basics around. Like our tile guy was too busy at the time to go buying a house. It's actually shower and stuff. We just do surround now. Tile and all.
This is there's that palm and type of stuff. It's actually touchdown. This is, you know, Chicago High School is. The one was all girls school, the Rocketeers. They built a $1 million and $2 million lottery. They wanted a granite decks, 2 different colors, and they wanted from the floor up, all nighter together. So that you went in and they're like, hey, we can't touch the floor. Had to float, had to levitate all this room. It's like it's floating. All sand
I said like 93.
Brandon got cut. It's a big shower.
I put on like 10, 20 pounds. I'm probably up to it.
So this, everything's happening. I'm not sure if it was
Where I said if I go to the top 10 rounds, it's a year.
they didn't want to go all the way up and go to the cameras.
Right now, it's
Picture.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Like, you don't want to waste all your time with all
It's like 15 different pieces.
I'm either going to go pitching pro.
Oh, check this picture out.
You can go get a bachelor's degree, or like, and then get a master's of science and go get a
That's what I'm majoring in.
that's where that's
So what I do with that, after I took that,
I can't not be around.
but then
Well, you still got that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I cut it. You just got to groove. So I cut it out. And I'm just going to insert the piece I cut out. The piece is taken. As long as it's job, I think this is hardcore. I think it's a 2x4. I don't really put it on the top of it where it's facing around to the portion.
Move it.
Sit on the knife, the part you got some care here. You got to do it. You got to do a lot of
That's good. It's not like a two.
We can leave the team, but just like, I got what kind of so it's usually literally, if we're doing that, we got one to do that. You just can't use it. Well, if we get on early in the morning and get it about 1, you can use it after the podcast. I would rather. I probably you wait. I'll take it. I'll just say I could use this. I'm not watering. Right. Without, I think it's done early in the morning. Well, sometime after my show. That's one thing that bothers me, like, to see it. Like, I hate that. And then the surround just gives you less wind in the shower. It's already a small shower. What color is the wall? It's black and white. The wall? Yeah. You want white marble with some black backing? I make whatever you want. So, like, I got marble. Like, I wanted the marble, like, one of those pictures, yeah. But I, Ty guy was busy all the time. But he go and get back, like, the vinyl form, like the marble. So we get the you have an extra piece of that vinyl form. Give it to me, I can get real close. Yeah. So whenever you get a chance, throw it in the give it to me, I'll look at it. It's just like it's like a great marble. Yeah. Now our guys are gonna make it, they're gonna swirl it a little bit, okay? But if it's not real busy, I'll tell them to do a light. It won't have a lot of it won't cost you. Okay. That's what. And I'm telling you, 3 hours maybe. That's great. I'm definitely enjoying stuff again about that weekend stuff. We like stuff like that. I like that repeat.
And like Scott works, but I don't know if he always wants to work. That was good there. But like, if there's anything Scott's not working, I'm going. I like to have 3 people because, well, I'm inside bedroom and doing this and doing that. I don't want to come outside. I'm pretty Sunday. I don't want to come outside. I want to come outside. They're already there. We cut it. I thought we trying to get everything. Like, no way. I can't do that tomorrow. First, I always say, you don't like to have to tell you something to learn to do it. It's like my dad would always, I hate somebody telling me all the time what to do. So like, I'd already have it. I already know he's going to ask me what that's it. Be like, Josh, I'm going to we, now look, I roll, like that first day was just me and Travis, like Travis got to try to put calls in because he should have. He was a big, like, you just gotta tell me, like, you gotta tell me. I'm a production day first, like, we get out there at 4 o'clock, not 4 o'clock, our guys never even sit up with my dad. I used to like, if we make $2,400 by 12 o'clock, it's $2,400 by 4 o'clock. No, dude, I'm trying to get there. I used to tell you, like, hey, let's go to lunch an hour early. We're going to get back an hour early, get off an hour early. They take an hour lunch to get back at the regular time. I eat fast. I'll eat 8-10 ounces of chicken in about 2 weeks. Like, I'll literally get to a spot, like, when we're working, where my helper has something that he can do without me. And while he's doing that, I'll run out to my truck and shovel. I like how you still eat them. Some people, they're like, I feel work with you, buddy. No, man. I'm stopping to eat. I eat when I get my I go to the shop, like I get up in the morning, I make all my food. Well, I make my breakfast. I like to eat my breakfast fresh. I don't like food. And then like I weigh all my other food out for the day. Then I go to the shop, and I get my loading up, and I go to the job site. I eat my breakfast on the way to the job site. And then about 10:30, I eat my first lunch, and then generally I'm done about 2:30, and I eat my second lunch.
Well, I'll definitely keep up with you then, because I don't mind. I'd rather work a weekend and have all week off. Essentially, you know what I'm saying, to focus on the gym. Pretty good. Yeah.
But because he's got like a couple granite showers.
Oh yeah. Granite.
Those are going to be we're going to charge
Good bit.
a lot.
Heavy,
So
huh?
we got to put granite on the ceiling.
How the hell do you do that? You gotta have them things to keep it up.
We're going to pick it up, hold it up there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm going to find the lowest part of the ceiling.
Yeah.
Granite's 3/4 of an inch thick. I'm going to put the first panel in, 3/4 of an inch short of the lowest part of the ceiling. First panel in. We'll put the second panel in level with that panel.
Yeah.
Now, it might be an inch,
Right.
but I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
And then we get 2 panels in, and I'm gonna cut that ceiling a half inch short. We got 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
I'll cut it a half inch short, and we'll table it over. And when
slide
we get
in
it hooked into the side panel, somebody in the front's gonna take a 2x4 level and shove it back where it goes. And then we're just gonna take braces
And keep it up.
and we'll screw 2x4s across the other side.
Yeah.
To hold it up. Make sure it's
Okay.
good and level.
Yeah.
And I'll measure the next panel, and then we'll get the next panel in there, and we'll get it kind of like this.
Right.
Then we'll put the suction cups on it. And
Oh
somebody
yeah, I
up on
forget about the
ladder-
suction cups.
Somebody be up on the ladder, and you'll be holding it with one hand, unscrew the 2x4. You don't even hold that corner.
Yeah.
And then I'll have the suction cups, and when you get the last 2x4 in, I'll just
Straight on up. That's style.
hey.
Easy money. Not easy, but
No, it's not easy.
right, yeah.
But that's a lot easier.
All right, bro. Have a good man.
And
I'm gonna message you my email
yeah,
when I get home.
like I said, my email, my phone, and all that's on that.
Okay, yeah, because we need to get on that stuff ASAP.
I like to use email, like, you know, a form of like documentation
Yeah.
type of stuff. Helps me just more I
And then
read
everything.
it, whenever I read I can process